Hey Villa Cubs, and welcome back, yes back, finally, to Storytime with Two Village Girls. I'm Serena, and today we are reading the story, Bigfoot Bunny's Easter Adventure. This story is written by Kat Gordy and Rob McFarlane. "Oh dear," said Bigfoot Bunny's mother. "Your father has forgotten to take this to work." Now, Bigfoot Bunny's father wasn't quite like other rabbits, because Bigfoot Bunny's father was, in fact, the Easter Bunny. "If I give you a map, do you think you could deliver it?" she asked. Bigfoot nodded, eyes wide to show how much he meant it. "I can do it, Mum." "See the map?" Bigfoot Bunny's mother packed some drinks and lettuce roll-ups and handed him the basket. "This is for a special boy who lives on a hill," she said. "Follow the map to his house, ring the doorbell, and leave the basket. But make sure he comes to collect it." Bigfoot was very excited. He wanted to do a good job like his dad, who worked hard delivering eggs to lots of boys and girls around the world. He hopped along the path, quickly, bouncing and bounding as fast as he could. Then he fell. Tumbling through the air, the basket flew out of his hand and the eggs scattered. Luckily, he and the eggs had fallen in the soft, long grass at the bottom of the hill, but Bigfoot Bunny was very upset. "Carrot sticks!" he exclaimed. "This Bigfoot of mine always gets in the way. I hate it." He stood up and brushed the grass off his fur. "Oh no! The eggs!" he cried, looking at the empty, upturned basket. "Where did they all go?" "Help Bigfoot Bunny find the eggs." When Bigfoot Bunny had filled the basket, he set off again, but a little slower this time. "I don't want a big foot," he grumbled. "It's not true what they say. Big feet don't mean anything good." He crossed the river and came to a big meadow where he found a group of woodland creatures playing football. "Come and join us," shouted Sammy Squirrel, waving to Bigfoot Bunny. "We're one short." He had time to play and carefully put down his basket of eggs. As he ran around the pitch, he found his big foot had better ball control, and when Bettina Badger passed to him, he kicked it hard with his big foot and it flew over Freddie Fox into the back of the net. Everyone cheered. Even the other team applauded because it was such a good goal. Bigfoot felt a little better as he left his new friends to continue his journey. They all had to go home for lunch, and as they waved goodbye, he pulled out his lettuce rolls to munch on as he walked along. Walking into the woods, he heard a little squeaking. He looked down and saw a rather unhappy mouse. "Are you all right?" asked Bigfoot. "I can't reach it," cried the little mouse, pointing up at the sky. Looking up, Bigfoot saw a beautiful red balloon caught in the low branches of a tree. "Can you?" squeaked the mouse, pleadingly. "I don't think so, but I can try," said Bigfoot, putting his basket down. He jumped up but couldn't reach the string. "Please, please try again," said the mouse. Then Bigfoot thought, "If I use my big foot, maybe I can get higher." He backed up and took a running jump, launching off his big foot and soaring into the air. He grabbed the string and landed with a thud. He gave it to the mouse, who was so grateful he beamed a big smile of his two front teeth and squeaked, Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bigfoot picked up his basket and said goodbye to the mouse, continuing his journey to the house on the hill. Walking on, he heard a lively debate. He came to a clearing and saw a dog and a raccoon arguing. I can splash higher than you, the raccoon declared, jumping to a puddle and laughing. Splash! The dog chuckled. That was good, but I can do better. And with just 2 feet. And he raised himself up on his hind legs and dropped into the puddle. Splash! There, said the dog. No one can beat that. He looked over and saw Bigfoot. I bet you can't do better than that, Rabbit. Bigfoot put down his basket and said, It may surprise you what I can do with just 1 foot. Splash! All the water jumped up out of the puddle and high into the air. And when it fell back down, it drenched all 3 of them. They were all quiet for a minute, looking at each other's dripping fur. Then they all burst out laughing. Okay, Rabbit, said the dog, you win. My name is Bigfoot, said Bigfoot Bunny proudly. I can see why, smirked the raccoon. Puddles had better watch out when you're about, he chuckled. It was very nice to meet you both, said Bigfoot, but I've got to deliver this basket up the hill. If you take that path, said the dog, pointing with his paw, it's the quickest way there. Thank you so much, said Bigfoot, moving quickly now, as quickly as he had at the beginning of his journey. I just need to remember that I have a big foot and it'll be okay, he said to himself. As he skipped away, each stride with his big foot took him further, and soon he was hopping up the hill. He bounded towards the house, carefully watching the basket of eggs. He stood outside the front door and counted all the eggs. They're all here, he sighed. He'd made it. He was happy. He took a deep breath and reached up to ring the doorbell. He heard the voice of a little boy calling, There's someone at the front door, Mommy. Let's see who it is, said his mother. And as he heard them approaching, Bigfoot stepped back and hid behind the bushes to watch them open the door to Easter. The end. Thanks for tuning in again to another story time with 2 village girls. I'm Serena, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!